Hello people through the screen, my name is Bert and I'm going to talk to you today about a comic book you should be reading. It's about Andy who's in an orphanage and then later he finds out he's the son of the devil. Yeah, I know, the same old story you've seen 1,000 times. But the artwork is phenomenal, it's top notch, fantastic. It's kind of a cross between Invader Zim and Dragon Ball Z. I think that's what I'm going to say it. It's by Pat Grubb. He illustrates it, he writes the whole story. It's his love child, you can totally tell, because every single detail and panel is just dripping with love-making juice, you know what I mean? Just every single panel is covered in detail, splashed on, if you will. The story is really compelling, really great, is really in-depth. You really care about the character and you respect him from the start because he just, you know, he sees his dead squirrel and he's like, hey, that's the first time he's ever seen death in his life. You can totally, like, you can see that. Like, it's really honest and amazing and mature. It's great to deal with, like, you know, like an 8-year-old or however old he is at an orphanage. I mean, because you could go either way on that. You know, you can go really deep and really funny, which in this book both really do. It hits both nails on the head. There's comedy in the middle of the weight of the darkness. And right now I'm gonna deal into something that maybe some people might think it's a bad, but I think it's good. It's no non-stop action. What I mean by there is there's no just 8 pages of straight fight scenes and then, you know, it's really story-based driven work. It's phenomenal. It's like I said before, you really care about Andy, and then when he meets, you know, his best friend, a little bit of spoiler, but in the third book, when he finally meets Fruki, and then, you know, when he meets Fruki, his teddy bear, which I didn't touch on yet, but Antichrist has a teddy bear, which is a demon. Spoiler, sorry about that, but you really need it's not really that big of a spoiler. It's right in the first book, I believe. But you do have a good balance. That's what main thing about this book, balance. It's just because you can tell Pat Grubb, he like fakes every single detail out and like every single where a hand should go in a panel, and like, you know, so he does that with writing too. I'm fucking burping way too much. He does that with writing too. He balances the comedy with the dark, and then, you know, everything in between. It's really a great story. And this is where it's supposed to go with the bad. I'm trying to get some more hand movement in because I wasn't really doing that much. And worry. Since he does think about, you know, the story a lot, there's some pages where it's just bubble, 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 bubble. But it's never boring, so that's really good. Because you do care about the characters. You want to read every single detail, even over sometimes, which I found myself doing. You're just like, did you really just fucking say that? And you know what I mean? I reread the first book 4 times. It's really good. And since the name of the book is Antichrist, this should not be any surprise to you that the book is drenched with religious content. I mean, you know, like I said before, is really, I mean, that's kind of an antagonist in the book. In the world of Antichrist, religion is kind of an antagonist, but to your God-loving people out there, and it's not, I don't mean that in like, fuck religion, fuck that. It's just like taking an outsider's view on the world of religion. I mean, if you take out the violence and probably the nudity and sex that's in this book, oh yeah, nudity. I think a person that really would care about God would actually love this book, because it takes both sides of the story, sides of the coin, and puts it right in your fucking face. With the puppet of Antichrist. Is that the correct way of saying that? I don't know. Pat, if you're watching this, I hope I'm doing you justice. That's all my notes that I did. I wrote them down and I just shared with you. Really scattered. It's going to be a hell of editing this. But the reason why I did this, and this is the first episode of My Name is Bert, is because the third book actually did just come out on Easter Sunday, 4/20. The third book is out. It's great. You should buy it. It's only $2. You can get caught up on the first and second book for free on andycries.com. Really good, and I'll put the links in the description because you really should be reading this. It's fantastic. I mean, if it compelled me to do a video review on this, like, fuck, might as well check it out, right? But also, the reason why I'm doing this too is to kind of promote myself a little bit. But I do a webcomic on Facebook called That Terrible Comic Strip, and I'm the only person doing it, but I have a new comic up from last week and this one coming Wednesday. It's every Wednesday. I hope that doing this, I kind of like this. It's kind of more fun. But please give a like if you like this video. I mean, fuck, that helps everybody out on YouTube. Might as well just keep liking just stuff. Just go to like random videos. You like. Come on, just do it. But thank you for the time. If you watch this whole thing, this fuck all of a mess of a video. But I don't know. I'm thinking I might try this. Thank you. Bye.
I know that YouTube's overrun by reviewers and such, but it looked fun. And give a like if you like. Please. I'm probably gonna make more, so subscribe would be cool. But hey, whatever. You really should check out what I talked about. Bye.